Yes, people, welcome to another live stream, another Chelsea video. Every single day we do streams. I've got a great returning guest as always. Smiles make him co-host as well, man. Kazilla, man, how are you?
Yeah, man, I'm there, bro. I'm there, man.
Always. We're going to be discussing a lot more in detail about yesterday's game. I didn't see what happened after the game. Apparently there was a bit of beef, managers beefing, couple words being said, and obviously Chelsea have come out and said, we've not really said anything bad. The F off word apparently was said to the Porto manager. Um, but I don't blame Tuchel's actions for the way I think he didn't handshake him, or he just walked away from him. And I think, Porto set their team out to try injure Christian Pulisic. Now, the reason why I'm happy that you're on is because I know how much you love Christian Pulisic. I don't know how many times he got fouled. It must have been more than 12 times at least. The first yellow card came around, 70th, 80th minute on him. So it was a bit crazy, man. But you agree, right, Kazilla? Porto just set the team out, proper targeted Pulisic. I want him injured.
Yeah, man. Like you can see how the tactics were laid out as soon as the game started. They really wanted to target Christian, and they wanted to just foul him. But you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones because a player of that caliber, if you look at Neymar, if you look at Hazard, they're always usually the most fouled players in their respective leagues or whenever they're playing in their games. So players like Pulisic, Hazard, Neymar, they give you a bit of magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Christian's on that level, but he has the potential to be. And for us, he's going to be our talisman at the end of the day. I've always said he's going to be our best attacker. And they just had the clear game plan to clearly target him and try to injure him quite
Yeah,
spitefully, actually. So I think Tuchel did sort that. And obviously, there was a lot of bad blood between the teams. Um,
yeah,
Porto obviously favored this tie, and they wanted Chelsea, and they made that quite clear. So I think Tuchel took offense to that, and as he should, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. What's that saying? Revenge is a
revenge is
dish
sweet.
served cold or something like that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
So
yeah. Now, well said, man. Very well mentioned about Porto hyping it before the game. There's a lot of arrogance from that team. Um, But look, it was good. I think other than the world class goal, did they really even affect us? Like, did they even challenge us? I didn't see no actual chance. I think Mendy gave the ball away once, and they could even capitalize on that. There was nothing. There was really nothing from Porto, right?
yeah, man. Like there was a lot of talk about Oliveira and Taremi doing putting up like a good performance for them lot. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was talking about how these two players would affect the tie in the second leg, but from what I saw, Oliveira had a shocking game. You know what I'm saying? He kept on using the ball. He was basically an invisible man out there. And then as soon as their manager Consensao, we brought in Taremi, he looked a bit dangerous, and then he scored that fluky bicycle kick when we turned when our defenders literally turned off. So at the end of the day, them two players they didn't really turn up for them. But I was thinking their manager Constance we should have brought on two strikers to begin with, or maybe even started the game with two strikers because they're already on the
Yeah,
back foot. So if we saw two strikers that they played, then maybe even played the 3-5-2 or just a 4-4-2, it could have been a different game. Who knows? So I think it was poor game management by their manager, and obviously their players didn't turn up, which was good for us.
yeah. I mean, look, very well mentioned. Oliveira didn't really do anything. I even forgot that he was even playing. I expected a lot from him, but I think Chelsea definitely done really, really well defensively. Um, But let's talk about attacking wise. I think Pulisic was trying a lot. He was being fouled left, right, center. Kai Havertz had a kind of a quiet game. Do you think?
Yeah, man. So yeah, I think I'm in the preview. I may have wanted Giroud to start because
Yeah,
Kai doesn't really do well against more physical teams. He likes to play against more mobile defenders where he can literally drag them out. But when players get close to him and don't allow him space, it's not really a strong suit. And as well with their defense being that physical, with Pepe and I think it was Chancellor Vemba, two physical defenders, and then they have got a midfield three with Gruich, Oliveira, and I think Uribe, if
yeah,
I'm not mistaken. So they were playing three in midfield, and they had two physical defenders. So the half space in between, there was literally no space because Gruich was just sitting. So we funneled most of our attacks towards the wings, especially the right side. So even Kai, even Kai, maybe he should have played on the right if we wanted to see the best out of him in this game, and probably played a pure number nine, maybe a Tammy Abraham or Giroud, because that's where we could have exploited them the most. But I just think Kai needs to. I think he might need to bulk up a bit, but he had a great game against Palace. He could have had 5, 6 goals, man. But
Yeah,
against more physical sides, it's a lot tougher for him.
definitely. Good point about Tammy and Drew. I mean, you did want Drew definitely to start this game. Everyone in the comments, man, what do you lot think? Tammy Abraham, is he definitely gonna fight for his position? Do you think he's gonna leave? Or what do you guys think, man? Because what do you think about Tammy? He's definitely going in the summer.
Yeah, man. It sucks, bro. At the end of the day, because Tammy wants to be starting, and he just doesn't look like he's in Tuchel's plans. So if anything, we just can't stand this progression even more. We're gonna have to give him away to a different team. Obviously, ideally, we'd want him to stay and try and lead the line for us, but I don't think he's in Tuchel's plans. So it's best just to let him go and wish him well.
Yeah, let's get some realistic targets. Where do you think he actually can go? Not Brighton, obviously, but where do you think he can definitely go?
Um, West Ham, Arsenal, maybe. Um,
Arsenal.
Leicester.
Yeah, I
It,
think Leicester's a good shout. I think Leicester's
yeah,
definitely a good shout.
maybe even Southampton. I could see him going to like a top half Premier League team.
Yeah. Um, it's interesting, man, because obviously all eyes on Liverpool and Madrid tonight. Madrid have I think 3-1 lead at home. They're away now, right? Yeah, they're away now. It's at Anfield today. Um, any any faith in Liverpool coming back, Zilla? Realistically?
Nah, I don't think so, man. I genuinely don't think so. That team, without Van Dijk and Henderson, is two different teams, man. With Nat Phillips and Kabak. To be fair to Nat Phillips, I think he was a reserve for these lot, and then now he's playing week in, week out. So credit to him at the end of the day. But there's levels, man. There's levels, especially that midfield three of Casemiro, Modric, and Cruz. They've been there, done that, man. It looked like a training game. They're playing one touch, two touch football, and
Literally.
that whole midfield of Liverpool is geared to press, and Liverpool, Real Madrid were just giving them all the space to press. They literally sat back, and then they're only playing with the ball when they had it. So that midfield three of Jorginho, Wijnaldum, I think it was Fabinho, and then who was it that came off? Naby Keita and Thiago were just
Thiago.
redundant, man. They were just redundant because they couldn't press, they couldn't nothing. So if Klopp wants to win this game, he needs some ball retention in that midfield. So I'd probably tell him, or I'd probably suggest starting maybe Kurt Jones, Fabinho, and Thiago. So then you're gonna have to make Real Madrid work. Do you know what I'm saying? And trying to make as much chances as you can whilst you do have the ball, because they're just gonna sit off you and then they're gonna let you do whatever you want. So you just literally can't let Real Madrid get the ball because you're not gonna see it for a good 20 minutes, man.
Definitely, man, definitely. I mean, look, the way you explain about Modric and the midfield over there, the one touch, two touch football. Um, slowly, there is a bit of a doubt that if we get Madrid, probably we're not going to be going through, man. I don't know. Just Madrid team. I think they're coming on form at the right time. I think
Nah, they're a very good
they won
team.
El Clasico, right?
Yeah, they're a very good team, but they still can be get out. You know what I'm saying? They're not the finished article. They've had the mediocre La Liga run. You know what I'm saying? And now they're just trying to come into form. So I think we could definitely get Real Madrid, but it's not going to be an easy game. We might have to even play off ball for the majority of the game and try and hit them on the break. And that's one thing I like about Tuchel. I mean, we've had all these debates on last stream yesterday, talking about whether he's a defensive coach or whatnot. But the reality is, he's an offensive coach, but he can tweak it to go defensively. So that's one thing I do like about Tuchel. He in these games where we're gonna see the opposition have most of the ball, he can tweak it tactically and literally hit them off the break. So I
Mhm.
think Man City will be a very good test for us, because they're similar to Real Madrid, not in the same way that they play, but in terms of their possession-based systems. So I think that Man City game in the FA Cup on Saturday is going to be really telling as to how we're going to approach the Real Madrid game in a week, Tuesday.
Yeah. Is it next week?
Nah, in a week's time. Not this week. The other week. It's 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. The midfielders are unreal. They'll boss us. Nah, man. We got Jovicic. We got Jovicic to sort it, man. The pivot will be good enough against Madrid, maybe. We'll see. Well, Kante has to definitely play against Madrid. There's no
Bro,
way Kante can't play.
I'll play all three, man. I'll play all three.
All three.
All three.
Wow.
We have
That
to, man.
defensive, and then 2 strikers. Oh yeah, you were
Two
saying
strikers.
Werner and someone up top.
Yeah, Mount.
Mount.
That's how it go. Yeah, Mount and Mount. Because we're gonna need to obviously we're gonna need someone to link the attack and the defense. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just have it like isolated. Obviously, Kante will be there box to box, but we're gonna need Mount's legs as well, because I know we're gonna need to press them from the get go. So I know I don't know whether Sergio Ramos is gonna be back, but if Eden Militao was playing, we got to press him because he's very shaky on the ball. We saw what he done against Man City last year in the Champions League. Him and Courtois, they're both shaky. So if we can get Mount and Werner to press them off the break, then we can see some success and force a bit of errors out of their defense.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting that you say 3 midfielders and maybe Mount just behind a team of Werner. Guys, what do you lot think about that comment from Kazula, man? It's quite an interesting one. That's basically what 5-3-2.
Yeah,
formation?
5-3-2.
5-3-2 kind of makes sense. Are we saying for both legs? Or are we just saying for the first leg?
I think the first leg, because maybe I think Ramos is going to be back the second leg, so it's going to be a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. We've got, I reckon, Werner and Havertz or pull it up front, play Jorginho, Kante cover. So basically, we're saying Werner, Havertz or Pulisic rather than Mount. Mount's going to play every big game, bro. The guy's stepped up. He has to play. Kante against Casemiro, Jorginho against Cruz, Kovacic against Modric, and Pulisic with Giroud, Percy, Mount, maybe. It's interesting. I mean, that's like us playing on FIFA Pro Clubs. We'll probably lose that game defensively. What we got? We got City and Dortmund. What do you think is gonna happen in that game, man?
I mean, there's one player I want to highlight in that game when I watched it was Jude Bellingham. He's so good, man. I think he's one for the future. He's only 18 or 17 right now.
17, 17.
Yeah, and he's playing Champions League quarterfinals. So he's a player, man. And I don't know whether Sancho's back. If Sancho's back, then we've got a game. But if Sancho's not really back, then Haaland is going to be looking a bit isolated. The only one that was trying to really sort things out and trying to create chances for them was pretty much Jude Bellingham. So I think Marco Reus, he's stepping up as well. He's coming into form, but they're gonna need to rely on him. He's their captain, so he's gonna have to step up. It's not like it's not one of them ones where Haaland, all the pressure is going to come on Haaland. We saw the same thing that happened with Mbappe, but Mbappe is not really the star. He's not really the star of the show like that. He's one of the stars. He's got Neymar to rely on as well. But in that Dortmund team, everyone's looking towards Haaland to make something happen. So
Yeah.
if Sancho's there, then it alleviates a bit of the burden. But I don't know if Haaland can really deal with all that pressure at such a young age. So Dortmund are going to have to rely on their more established players like Marco Reus, Matt Summers at the back, Emre Can, even though we had a shocking game last game.
Yeah, he had a shocking game.
I think City might edge it, but it all depends on Sancho for me. If there's no Sancho, then I think City are going to run away with this tie.
I've not followed Sancho a lot this season. I do remember that at the start of the season he kind of went on a drought. How's the season been? Has he been scoring?
Yeah,
Nice.
Sancho at the start of the season when we went for it was a pretty big drought. I remember last season he got like around 20 goals, 20 assists. It was amazing numbers, and then he started to get back into form towards the end, the mid bits of the season, around December, January times. So I think Sancho, he's a player, man. He's a player. You know what I'm saying? The mentality is there. Yeah, one day we could sign him, man. Hopefully.
We can't sign everyone, bro, man. Can't sign everyone. Got Sancho, got Haaland, we're looking at Lukaku. Who else are we looking at? Are we actually even looking at midfielders? I've not seen that many reports on midfielders, you know.
Yeah, man. If only we could get Kessie as well. That's one I want. Basuma.
Ain't
That's,
ain't
you know what I'm
Kessie more
saying?
similar to Kante though?
Now we could play both of them together, man. Because I think Kessie can sit in that
Kessie,
system where in AC Milan play, they either play Tonali, Bentancur, or no, I think it's Benacer. Sorry, Tonali, Benacer, or Mighty. So one of them sits either Tonali, Mighty, or Benacer. So I think Kessie can sit too. And
yeah,
it doesn't matter at the end of the day. This double 16, like with Tuchel that he's playing, no one really has to sit. They're both like sixes in the sense that both of them are gonna sit. So it all depends on the system that Tuchel plays. Like with Lampard, it really changed like Chelsea fans' minds on what players we need to accommodate all of this and all of that. And that's why people want Declan Rice and all of this. You know what I'm saying? Because Declan Rice would have sit in that Lampard system, he would have been that lone six. But at the end of the
yeah,
day, under Thomas Tuchel, who cares who he needs? You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna make them into a baller at the end of the day. Who would have thought that Jorginho and Cover can play a double six? That's statistically our worst pivot. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
he needs bringing to life now. So at the end of the day, as long as we can get footballers that know how to play football and that are actually comfortable with the ball at their feet, I ain't got a problem with Thomas Tuchel and the way he's going to utilize it.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a very good job with Jorginho and Kovacic. I didn't think that would play when he first came. I didn't think he would play three at the back for this long and then allow players like Jorginho to actually control the game. If we go to a back four, do you think Kazilla? What am I saying, Kazilla? Sorry. Do you think Jorginho can actually hack that same position?
Um, it depends because I remember watching PSG last season. They used to play Verratti and
Yeah.
either Marquinhos or they
Okay.
used to play Idrissa.
Yeah.
So I think if he wants to try, because Thomas Tuchel usually plays a 4-2-2. He doesn't like to play with wingers at the end of the day. So I think he's going to need someone that will sit. But it all really depends on the formation that he plays because he had Marquinhos that would have sat, and then he had the Idrissa that would have sat. But then equally he had Verratti, who's really a deep line playmaker, a regista type. So I think some of the people that were predicting how Thomas Tuchel was going to do when he
Yeah.
came to Chelsea predicted that Jorginho would have been one of his key players because the same way in Borussia Dortmund he had Julian Weigl, who was more of a deep line playmaker as well. So I think there is space for Jorginho, but it's just one of them ones we can't really dwell on where players will play because Tuchel will have a position for them. At the end of the day, he's a flexible manager, and then he can mold players into play where he really wants to fit his system. We can see the same way he done it for Callum Hudson-Odoi. So I think Jorginho has a place in his team, and I'm not really too fussed about who we side, especially in that midfield.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people saying Jorginho talks about the weather and his agent keeps talking and all this stuff, but they also do say that he's happy being at Chelsea. I do think in the long run he'll probably go back home for sure, but I don't think unless unless big money comes in for the player, I don't see him leaving personally. Chelsea have earned 12 million euros for making it to the semis. That's more for the kitty, of course, to spend in the summer. Um, what what actually for you? What stood out from last night's game in terms of we need to improve?
Um, I think it might be chance creation, man. We didn't really create enough chances at the end of the day, and we kept on getting stifled. It was really a stop-start game, man. The game really didn't have any flow. It didn't really have any tempo. You can maybe attribute that to Porto and the way they were playing and how physical and how dirty they were playing. But for us, it doesn't matter. We need to start keeping the ball. We need to start creating chances. As you said yesterday, Kante was a bit frustrating about the way he had his final ball and whatnot,
Yeah,
and the way he killed attacks because of his final ball. We need to iron that out. As much as Kante is good, and as much as I think he's our best player in the team, he still needs to work on that final ball. And it's gonna start. It's gonna hinder us in the future, especially if we play against bigger teams that say for example even Real Madrid and Man City. We're gonna need that one final ball to create a chance. And if we have players wasting that final ball, it's not gonna really be too good for us because we're gonna be relying on one or two chances because of these teams that are possession based and possession heavy. So I think with Kante
Yeah.
he needs to fix that up. But I think he grew. I think he grew into the game, man, as the game went on. And one thing else that we need to improve on is just switching off at the end, man. Thiago Silva, Rudiger, and Azpiliecueta. That backline is experienced, man. They're very experienced. You can't be switching off at the end. I don't care whether we win or we're up on the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying? I want clean sheets at the end of the day. And credit to them, they have been giving us clean sheets, but you know what I'm saying? With Chelsea, that's not good enough. You can't be switching off and dying embers of the game and allow a spectacular goal that they scored yesterday.
Yeah, Mendy was fully peaked. I don't really blame him for sure, man. Just very quickly, we have over 40 people tuned in. If you guys can, please like the video as it's free. If you're interested in seeing Ramadan vlogs this year, check out the second channel in the comment or in the description. Go subscribe to it. A video is going to be coming out in the next 20-30 minutes. So please press the link, go subscribe, have the bell notifications on, and look out for it. I'll be putting it on my Instagram, on my Twitter as well, Snapchat, etc. But please go support it. It's going to be coming out very soon, and like the video, man. PKD, we already spoke about Pulisic, man. How many times got kicked by Porto players? I think it was more than 11, 12 times. Why didn't Thomas Tuchel take him off, do you think?
I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know.
That didn't make sense, man. Like, he should have come off like what, 65 minutes maybe? Did he start last game? He started last game, innit?
He played the full 90 last game.
He should have come off, unless he's going to be arrested against City.
Yeah, I think he might be arrested against City.
Hakim Ziyech didn't play either.
Yeah, Hakim Ziyech came on at the end, but I think them two players will play against City because sorry, not Pulisic. I think he might go with Werner and Ziyech against Man City.
So that means Mount is going to be dropped.
Yeah, I think Mount might be dropped
for the bench to rest. So we're basically saying the ones that started probably yesterday are most likely not going to be playing. When are we playing, Sunday or Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be, bro. It's going to be full rotation. I'm not going to be surprised if I see Zuma in the back line as well. It's going to be full rotation because Kepa's going to be playing too, fam.
No, stop.
He will be playing. He'll be playing. Trust me.
He's not going to rotate like that. It's a big game, bro.
Bro, he will. I'm pretty sure Kepa has a clause in his contract where he has to play FA Cups. He'll be playing. Definitely he'll be playing.
I mean, that's my Kepa hive sorted. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way he's going to rotate a lot, though. Surely he wants that cup.
Yeah, he does, but you gotta keep all the players happy, man. Like Football Manager, career mode, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the players happy. So he's gonna have to rotate. He's gonna have to rotate it. Yeah, bro. Basuma season in the chats, bro. I don't want Kepa to start, man, but I think he will. Like at the end of the day, so we're gonna see rotation.
No, I actually dropped my link to the stream, but basically, guys, what do you not think? Who's gonna be starting those games, man? Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to be starting? Kazilla's saying probably a full rotation. Kepa, will you guys be happy if Kepa starting? You know, I'll be very happy. That means Marcos Alonso is going to be playing as well, then, nah?
Oh, that's suicide, man. You don't start Marcos Alonso against City, bro. You're asking to lose the game.
Serious? I saw you love Marcos Alonso like me.
I do like Marcos Alonso, but there's the time and space for Marcos Alonso. Time and space. City is not the time and space. The way City play, they like to overload the wings and they like to cut it back. Marcos Alonso is going to be toast, man. It's going to be toast.
Yeah. What about Billy Gilmore?
I think Billy, man. There's a certain section in our fan base that want to see Billy Gilmore week in and week out, but that the situation is with Billy Gilmore, he's not really ready, man. At the end of the day, and that's one thing. Frank Lampard, man, he tainted a lot of our visions towards his players. Like he tainted some of our expectations towards how these players are and whatnot. I don't even get started about Fikayo Tomori. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of players where he not rushed in, but he sort of eased them in, but it's still way too early for them. And Billy Gilmore was one of them, man. I think
they're gassing it too much, too. It too much.
Billy right now he's a quality footballer, but at the end of the day, he's still a bit lightweight, and he still needs a loan. I think, in my opinion, he needs a loan at a Premier League side, the same way Conor Gallagher went, the same way Ruben went, the same way Ross went. I think he needs a loan like that. So I think it's way too early for Billy Gilmore. He even struggled. He struggled against was it Barnsley or was it Morecambe? One of them two. He struggled in the FA Cup game. So with Billy, he's got a bright future, but I still think he needs to have a loan.
Yeah, some people are saying Foden at this age was playing
Yeah, but
different
Foden's a
gravy.
more no. If Billy was in Foden's position as a wide player or as a was a whole player just behind the striker as a 10, I'd understand. But if you want to play in the most physical league in the world and you're a lightweight like that, you need some more experience, man. At the end of the day, and Billy, he's amazing on the ball, man. He's one of I love Billy Gilmore, man. I think he's quality. He's one for the future. I remember that game he had against Crystal Palace away last season. He bossed it, man. But still, there was still moments in that game where he still didn't look comfortable at the end of the day. And Billy's a fighter. We all know that, but um, I just don't think he's ready yet.
No, honestly, I totally agree with you with Billy Gilmore for sure. I mean, I did gas up a bit about his man of the match performances against, I think it was Liverpool and Everton last year. He had very, very good performances, but a lot of people saying sell Jorginho, Billy Gilmore's ready. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand how people think like that.
Not
Does
yet,
it only
man.
take a few performances?
Not yet. Definitely not yet, man. Not yet, at least. Jorginho he's a great player, man. I still think there's still space for Jorginho in the team under this manager. Maybe under Lampard there was no space, but depending on how we played. But Jorginho, you gotta look at it the way this way, man. He's a leader in the dressing room, the vice captain. He's 29 years old. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's a player, man. At the end of the day, as much as there's section in the fan base that don't like Jorginho and don't like the way he plays and says he plays backwards, sideways, doesn't try to find the final ball. Man, Jorginho is a player, man. We need him in the team. Whether it's off the bench, whether it's in the starting 11, we need leaders in this team, and we ain't got leaders in like that. So Billy can be molded and he can be embedded into the team with leaders. You know what I'm saying? You got to build your core team around leaders, and it's a
Yeah.
buzzword for me. I've been bringing it up just in this sentence. Leaders. That's what we need in this team. You know what I'm saying? We haven't got any leaders, so leadership is important in the pitch, man. So I think with Jorginho, the plan is maybe to play this season, and then next season he'll play, and then the season after that. We bet in Billy Gilmore because Jorginho is going to be 31 years old by next season. So we can bet in Billy Gilmore maybe next season or the season after that.
Yeah, well said, man. I totally agree with everything you said right there. Just again, very quickly, guys, everyone's tuning. We've got over 60 people right now. If you want to support this channel, click the like button as it's free. It's just one click. The more likes, the more it helps out. YouTube sends out the video to more people. So if you keep clicking like as soon as you come on, please do. I really, really appreciate it. So please click the like button. And if you want to see my Ramadan vlog coming out in probably about 20 minutes, subscribe to the second channel. It's in the pin comment, or you can click the link in the description to go check out as well, man. Because then let's talk about West Ham's fixtures very quickly. You saw it earlier today. I forgot who sent it, whether you sent it or Ad sent it. Ad sent it, I think it was, yeah. What do you think of those fixtures, fam?
West Ham got easy run up, man. I don't want to say easy because I don't like to underestimate opponents, but it's very favorable, very favorable.
Is it easier than Liverpool's?
Yeah, it's very favorable. So I think West Ham could navigate through that, and I did make the prediction that I think we Chelsea will get top four, and West Ham will get top four too. So I still think West Ham they're a good side, defensively sound, well coached, well drilled. Obviously, Declan Rice for them being out was going to be a big miss, but I still think they have the quality in players like Souček, Kufau. They got Jesse Lingard in form, Mikel Antonio, Bowen. They got players in there, man. And it's less so about the personnel, more about the system and the gaffer they have, man. David Moyes is proper, man.
Gaffer.
He's
I ain't
proper.
heard that in time.
He's a proper manager, man. At the end of the day, so I think they'll have enough to navigate their way into the top four. And plus, they're 1 point ahead of us, and I don't see them dropping any points anytime soon. I don't even think they have any big games, as in top six, to play against, apart from us. And if we lose or draw that game, then it's going to be very difficult for us to navigate our way to make a top four this season.
it's finito basically. We have to win that game against West Ham. I think definitely. But we can't want West Ham in the Champions League, man. No disrespect to them, but surely we want teams challenging from England next season.
Why not, man? I'm all for change, man. At the end of the day, like it's the same way when we finished 10th. Who did we want to win the league? Leicester, man. We all wanted Leicester to win the league. So, yeah, man. I'm here for change, man. I don't want to see Man United get go into the Champions League and get knocked out in the group stages again. Like who's there for that? Man? Or who's here for Liverpool to go into the Champions League and get knocked out in the quarterfinals? No one's here for that, man. We're here for like all. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who gets top four. But if we're taking our blue tinted glasses off as Chelsea fans, and if we're looking at a neutral perspective, we want to see new challenges and new teams play. Like imagine West Ham versus Real Madrid. Like it'll be a funny game to watch at the end of the day. So why not?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. West Ham that good though, man? I'm thinking obviously if Declan Rice is back, Declan Rice will stay at West Ham if they make Champions League, definitely.
Yeah, it's no problem. No problem, man.
Oh, you're not really fast if he doesn't come.
No, I like Declan Rice. I think he's a player, but for the price that West Ham are looking to offload him for, I don't think it's the best investment, man.
Yeah, you saying Kessie? Was there anyone else?
Nah, I think everyone wanted Declan Rice. Yeah, but look, man,
Yeah.
look, you see, even in the Premier League, you got Basuma, you got Ndidi, just two players like that straight away, like you know what I'm saying. And then if you want to look abroad, you got Locatelli, you got Tuchel, you got Kessie. If we can get Kessie, man, it'll be a great day, man. And even Paul Pogba's he's on the free next season, I think. So if we can sort something out, we can sort something out, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Marina, she needs to wake up.
No. Paul Pogba, guys. You know, the first propaganda from Chelsea, and you'll know it's from Cazilla, man. The guy loves Paul Pogba. He's a baller. Is there anything else we can talk about? I think we've mentioned everything. Spoke about Pulisic, spoke about Thomas Tuchel, 12 million earned in euros for making the semis. You're saying City rotation. A lot of people.
Just one question not one question, but one comment that Basuma season put up. Tino Andrin, man. I'm not a big fan of this guy, man. I don't see what he brings, honestly. Like I've seen him in a couple games. I saw him in the Champions League game against Krasnodar at home. For me, he looks bang average, man. Box standard for me, man. You know what I'm saying? He deserves the loan too, man. Maybe even 2-3 years on loan. So I don't see what's so good about him at the end of the day. He just looks like a winger version, more technically worse version of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but in that same mode. I'm not a big fan of big wingers, man. At the end of the day, wide players that are big, they should be playing deeper in the pitch for me. So I think Tino Adrian, for me, I'm not a big fan.
What about Berger?
Armando Broja is a player, man. He's a player.
Very good.
I like him, man. I want him to come back. I think there's a place for him in the squad. Maybe even a backup striker or rotational striker, third choice. I think he needs to be in the squad, man. I think he's got the mentality, he's got instinct. You know what I'm saying? He's a hothead, man. He's fiery, so we need them type of players. He's got a big build as well. So at the end of the day, I would know man of Roger. And he's at Vitesse right now. Same way Mason Mount went Vitesse. Same way a couple of players went Vitesse. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to have his loan. I think he's ready.
If we get Broder, then we don't need players at Bamford, huh?
Yeah, we don't need Bamford. No way. If we can get Armando Broja back, we don't need Bamford.
Yeah, and you're still fully against Aguero.
Yeah, I don't want Aguero. No way.
Even if he takes pay cut.
Nah, I don't want him.
Come on, man. We can't let this guy go.
Nah, I don't want him. He can go to Barcelona, man. We don't need him.
He wants to stay in Premier League.
Yeah, I don't want Aguero, man. He's injury prone. He's not the same player. He's not going to be able to press from the front. He's not hungry. I don't want him, man.
Bench player, bro. Second half, last 15 minutes, trying to get a goal.
Nah. I'd rather give that chance to a young player like Armando Broja that has a future in the club, man.
Yeah. Guys, I tried to push the Aguero propaganda to Kazula, man. He's not having one bit of it, not even % of that. But yeah, guys, let's answer one or two more questions in the comments. Guys, drop your questions, what you want me and Kazula to answer very quickly before we end it. Kazula, got any other points you want to make before I read any questions out?
So we need to sign Paul Pogba if he's on the free, man. Get him any means necessary. Any
The
means necessary.
propaganda's been pushed already, man.
We
It's
can
already been
play.
pushed.
My dream midfield would be Kessie, Kante, and Pogba. That would be an amazing
What
midfield.
formation?
4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. Tuchel can find a way, man. Imagine we played that midfield. We'd be bopping teams all over the place, man.
Paul Pogba, you know, that's a bit. Well, it's free next year.
Yeah, next year is free.
Damn. Pogba.
It'll be amazing, bro. I'm telling you. It'll be absolutely amazing.
No, I wanted him time ago, man. I wanted him time ago. He was at Juve.
Bro,
He was playing Chelsea Championship Manager or Football Manager.
bruv, like in an ideal position, like 2024 or something, we could have Lukaku up front, Christian on one wing, Callum on the other wing, midfield three, Kante, Pogba, Kessie. Listen, if we have that team that team's winning the Champions League, look how many leaders we have in that team, man.
Well, there you have it, guys, man. Javi, you're a snake, fam. This guy always pops up, fam. Oh, you're a snake. This guy is a snake. Have you spoken to this guy because of the recent?
Yeah, this guy's Mr. Mason Mount, man. Mr. Mason Mount here.
Mount. Money Mace. Yeah, man.
Mr. Mason Mount agenda.
Yeah, he's jokes, man.
Hold on, why is this guy saying no to Pogba, brother? Oh, come on, man.
He supports the team of Werner, bro.
Honestly, man, like, bro, reevaluate your life at this point, man. I know you're view to Sadiq and whatnot, and big up your thing, but you need to sort it out, man. You rep Timo Werner and you don't like Pogba, man. Sort it out, bro. Sort it out, please.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's far away, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised either, man.
No, but then he asked about Jovic. Not Jovic, Jovic.
Look, Jovic, he's a good player, but he had a great run against us in Europa League. He's a physical striker, but there's still questions about his injury record, man. He didn't play that much games for Real Madrid. Right now he's playing for Eintracht Frankfurt, who that attack they have is absolutely amazing, man. Andre Silva, I think he's on like 22, 23 goals. It's the same as Haaland, but no one's talking about it at the end of the day. So that team is very well oiled, man. But nah, I don't think I think Luka Jovic is on loan anyway.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Yeah, Real Madrid will take him back because they still need a Benzema replacement.
Yeah, but I think I don't really understand. He went there and he just wasn't feeling it, fam. He could have came Chelsea.
Yeah, he could have, but I don't know, man. For the price that they were looking for, I don't think Marino wanted him for that price. But hold on, these guys are talking about Pogba's not for us. Why is Pogba not for us, bro? Why is he not for us? He's for everyone, bro. Like, if Real Madrid will take him in the team, why can't we take him? We're aspiring to be the same type of club as Real Madrid, the same stature, the same sort of prowess on the European stage. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'll take Pogba right now, man. Right now, don't even answer me, bro. Slap him armband as well at this point, man.
No. Chill with the armband. Relax with the armband, bro. Can't be saying armband like that, man. New signing coming in. Come on, man. I get it. He's world class ability and talent wise, but fam, players gotta be here for time. They gotta be the Chelsea level. If you know what I'm saying. What about Pedro Neto?
Neto for me, he's a great player. He's a great player, but for me,
everyone's a great player for you, bro.
Yeah, man, you gotta give him their props at the end of the day. Pedro Neto is a great player, but technically, he's not really the mold of wingers that I'm looking for, man. I'm all about the flair when it comes with the wingers, man. For me, Pedro Neto looks like a more pace and power type winger, man. Same mold as I can't even tell you, bro, off the top of my head. But for me, he's not really a silky winger like that, man. He's more like or run through like 3-4 walls and still make a chance. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm a big fan of silky wingers that can make their food and they can cook for you too. Do you know what I'm saying? So they can eat their food as well. So Pedro Neto just looks like he'll just run his socks off and cool. That's all nice, but I'm here for the Pulisic. I'm here for the Neymars. You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm here for, man.
Basically, you want a Mali type of player that just loves hogging up the ball, go past bare
Nah,
man,
man.
skill up bare man.
Skill up, bare man, and create chances, man. That's what we need, like a Hazard, man.
Yeah, I mean, Pulisic is the closest thing to that so far. What we've had, I've seen definitely signs from that. Hopefully, Pulisic stays fit. I don't know how many injuries he had at Chelsea, man. I hope now he just gets through it, man. Even if you have to watch him after 60 minutes, 65 minutes, take him off, surely, Kazilla. We have
Yeah,
to look after him.
yeah, 100%. We got wrap him and call him more, man. Players like him, Kante, Thiago Silva. For me, those three players are our three best players in the team. No questions asked. So that's the span of our team. So we need to keep that in Cornwall at the end of the day. We need to just manage the minutes, and we need to make sure that they don't get any niggling injuries at the end of the day.
Definitely, man. Just another quick plug again. We nearly got 80 people tuned in. If you guys can keep liking the video, as I said, it helps out the channel a lot. The more you guys like the video for free, it helps YouTube send out my videos. And also subscribe to the second channel for Ramadan vlogs coming out in the next 5-10 minutes. So look out for that and let me know what you think about it. It's more personal life if you want to go see that. But yeah, I think we've answered everything. What else we got? I see comments. Pog would be class. I'll take Neto. Pog on a free is a good deal. Neto creates bare chances in Premier League for Wolves. Yeah. So does Bamford. Got bare emails, man. Is there anything else because of you think, man? I think we've covered off everything.
Yeah, man. I'm just excited for the game today, man. Liverpool versus Real Madrid. I'm gonna try and look at it. I'm gonna try and watch this game by itself and just try and see where.
See.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on this game because I need to see, like, say for example, if Real Madrid win, where we can get at this team. You know what I'm saying? And just think about what weaknesses they have. So I want to watch this game in depth.
Fair enough. I think we've had it. I think we've discussed everything, guys. So if you lot can, keep liking the video, keep subscribing, keep hitting the notification. Subscribe to the second account, as you can see in the description or in the comments. Much appreciated. And we'll be back probably tomorrow, hopefully. And let us know your thoughts on the video, man. Kazilla, thanks for coming on. Thanks for making time. I really, really appreciate it as always. And stay safe, man. By the way, you going to Regent's Park tonight?
I'm probably not today.
Shout me if you go, because ads might go still tonight.
I say no more, bro.
All right. In a bit, you lot. Take care. Keep liking the video. Go subscribe in the second channel now in the comments. And we'll see you very